So all my years of my employees. So there is a very clear proof that technically my employees are to 1981 or 80 or 82. Taking that century as on 28. So when your interviewer is asking the question, get me the details of all the employees, catch up very properly, get me the details of all the employees who have joined in our organization, in the year 1981. This is the correct way of presenting. Rather than any student is trying to give this answer by saying higher date like percentage hyphen 81. Maybe you will get your outputs, but I said 1981. How did you confirm 81 here? See, you may not be thinking to that sensitivity, but definitely we are looking into it. And one more student is using his overall intelligence and is giving like this. Says no. The only reason I was definitely stressing on this when I was discussing like operator with you, saying that you should never ever use like operator for other than character data, I said. Now you utilize it, that's your headache. Because for everything there is a solution of implementation. Are you going through that solution of implementation properly or not? That's where the interview will be checking in. So, dates can be represented with 4-digit years or not? Yes. Now we can even spell the years. Y-E-A-R. Okay, we can spell the year. So when you are spelling the year, there are few things I just want to capture now. I am saying select, watch, this year is. I am just calling my 2_char. I am saying sysdate, comma, YY. It returns me what? Come on. It returns me 4-digit year. Yes or no? I want the spelling of this. See, if I want the spelling of this, I want to keep that spelling in brackets. So I'm making an arrangement here, Y-E-A-R, and then I'm just closing this. So 2013, 2013. When you are using Y-E-A-R, it always spells the year 2 digits by 2 digits. That is its style. Now you want to make it more clearer, you can just follow the way you are expecting it. Okay? (2013-21 AD). So the way you represent it, it all depends on, see, how best you understood your format indicators. Understanding the format indicators and putting some level of creativity into that. Both are essential here. So, what is the way you want to represent? Therefore, when you are practicing Oracle, you are practicing Oracle keeping on one side of the mind how my client would be requesting. That state of the mind should be there with you. Then automatically you can start proceeding through the process. So do look into the system very properly the way it has to be. That's very, very important when you are trying to go down into the issues. Therefore, for every particular date we can go with it. You can just watch now, select ename, comma, I am saying higher date. Then I am going with 2_char. I am calling higher date. Then I am just going with YEAR. I am just closing this by saying from EMP. You just watch. 1981. 2 digits by 2 digits. That is saying 2080. So wherever it's moving on, is it not giving the spell of that particular piece of the year? No. So YEAR gives you the spelling of the year, but spelling of the year in which way? 2 digits by 2 digits of the year, not like 1981. That's not the style. Be very, very clear about that. So, you just check how you can really represent your dates if the client is demanding from you. A month is a collection of 4 to 5 weeks. You want to know what is the week of that particular month, W. A single W can be called. It will tell you what is the week of that particular month. You just watch, select the current week of this month is, and I am calling to underscore care of, I am saying sysdate comma W from June. We are the 3rd week of this month. So for every specification of process, can we get through this now? So I can always pinpoint my week of the month directly, week of the year directly. So can't I analyze my business in the first week of this month, second week of this month, third and fourth, exactly how much of business I have done in accumulation of cumulatives. Now we are just going with the constraint with quarter. A year is a collection of 4 quarters. So in which quarter of the year you are? So actually the quarter starts with January, February, March 1st, April, May and June 2nd. In this way every 3 months. So you can always know the quarter of your particular year. You can just watch, you are saying select the current quarter of this year is. I am saying to underscore care of sysdate comma Q. And we are saying from June. We are the 4th quarter of this year. Q gives you the quarter of the year by its nature, not fiscal quarter. Financial quarters are different. For India, financial quarter begins from where? March. It ends with March from April. So April, May and June, that's the first quarter of the financial year. The fiscal years are different, the business years are different. Be very clear about that. So how to make it a fiscal year conversion? We have financial softwares for that. They will do that particular piece of the job. We are not going for any financial status of the software. We are only working on database side. So there are specific softwares which are exclusively designed for financial management only. The best examples you can take is Tally. Internally it is also following a database, but it is programmed in such a way that it can recognize the fiscal years. Because there is a configuration state in that. You have your Oracle applications with Oracle Financials. There is one ERP with only financial specialization. In the same way you have your SAP with FICO. Financial modules are there. So we are not talking on the fiscal quarters, we are talking on only the year. Be very clear about that. So I can always know basically my employee status, I hope so. You can just watch, I am saying e-name comma hire date comma to underscore care of. I am saying hire date comma. We are saying YYYY. And I just want to say this as here. That to underscore care of. I am saying hire date comma Q. And this is nothing but quarter of that particular piece of the year from EMP. I can definitely know the years in 4 digits and the quarters correspondingly. Now just watch the way we can go for filters. I'm just trying to say where. I'm going with my composition by calling my year here. By saying I want the details with respect to 1981. And I'm just trying to say within the year 1981, all the business what I did in the 4th quarter. So only to the year 1981, fourth quarter of business what I have done. So to the specific year, the specific quarters, are we able to identify our business or not? So I think because of the conversions, the date comes into our control totally. Totally the date is absolutely according to our conventions of requirement. We said long back that behind every date oracle is internally storing one number, and that number is called as what? Julian method. So if you want to know the Julian number, we have a indicator called as J. So you should always remember your oracle dates start from where? January 1st 4712 BC. That is the first Julian number. From there, every day one Julian number will be increasing. Be very good. Julian numbers with Unix or Linux 2, Julian numbers of Oracle are not same man. If any Unix and Linux people are there, I am making it very clear to you. The Julian numbers are there even in your Unix and Linux. But the Julian numbers maintained for Unix or Linux in dates is different from the Julian numbers maintained for dates in Oracle. In Linux or Unix, the Julian number starts from 1 every January 1st and ends with 365 or 366 with the end of that particular year. With every year it starts, with every year it ends. But here it's not like that. It started in the year January 1st 4712 BC. From there it is continuously added till December 31st 9999 AD. Means if Oracle is not increasing its calendar, what happens? Can you tell me now? This particular number automatically terminates and once again restarts from where? 1. Means after December 31st 9999 AD, definitely human beings are living 10,000th year will come now. So January 1st 10,000th year will be Julian 1 once again. From there it will start. So that's how the calculations were. In between this, if Oracle Corporation survives, you survive, I survive, a date range will increase. Don't worry about that. Okay? So a very great range of the process. So you need to understand this. Therefore, I want to see the Julian number of today. We can always say select the Julian number for is 2 underscore care of, we are going with state, comma J. We are saying from dual. So this is the Julian number that is running 24,56,646 the day. Starting from that particular January 1st 4712 BC. If you have any doubts, you first believe Oracle. If you have any doubts, put it on the paper and start calculating every day. There is no other alternative way. Okay, be very clear about that. So that's the number of days that are basically running. Now here the system goes very perfectly with the process. You can just watch. I am saying, suppose say system plus 1. Then in this I am trying to add plus 1. Automatically you can just watch along with the date, the Julian number changes. 1 day has increased. It will go on increasing till the end of the date what Oracle is identified. So that's all. Whenever you do any mathematical calculations on dates, many times it gives you an invalid number. Means internally it's not recognizing the nearest number for that. So any data operation when it's conducted, Oracle internally converts a date into one Julian and then calculates. Don't forget that, okay? It's not calculating directly. We are feeling that it's calculating. It's internally converting to Julian. The reason the range of the Julian increases, the system becomes slow. Why? The whole range of the Julian number has to be calculated. So behind every date there is a Julian. You can't just escape it. You register it, it is there. You just watch, this is the higher date. Comma, we are saying 2 underscore care of. and we are calling this with higher date, comma, J. And I am just trying to say Julian from EMP. For all your employees who are registered in your particular company, once the data is registered, 150% its corresponding Julian will be there. Until we do not request, Oracle never shows us. So, there are many number of systems in the world where date is not acceptable, let us say. What we will do actually, can you tell me now? We will take the date, we will convert it to one Julian number and we send this number for storage. So which kind of systems? Say like I am having a machine integrated architecture now. In my machine I can't have date data type now. But I have to keep it in the process. Especially when you are working with some, I don't know whether you have heard or not, SQLite is one database that's available in the world, which is designed by Oracle Corporation for embedded systems. In those environments, number storage is more better because it occupies less memory. So actually what this SQLite will do is, it will always try to convert these dates at runtime only. But internally in my system it will store it in the form of what? Numbers. So there are cases, there are basically many number of software that will be working on the numerical state of date only. So this is a very general convention, means maybe for us it may look like an alien, but it's a very common factor, converting a date into number and number to date, according to the format and the size or the range in which it falls. So try to understand this particular factor. Therefore Oracle provides how many days now? Just watch. Weekday indicator, month day indicator, year day indicator, Julian day indicator. So many different kinds of day indicators are there in Oracle. Now coming to month is actually in which format? MON. But you want numerical month, You want abbreviated month, MON. You want the full form of the month, MONTH. And one very interesting factor about Oracle months is, you can even have Roman months, okay? RM. Roman month also is available. So Oracle provides months in how many different number of formats? 4 formats. Abbreviated month format, MON. Full form of the month format, MONTH. And numerical month format, Roman number format, RN. RN, they are different. RN is Roman number, RM is Roman month. The Roman month always starts from 1 and ends with 12. Roman number, I told you, it's very different. 1 to 3999. Don't make a cross comparison of these two. So you just watch carefully. Generally when you are working in, this is your original date format, yes or no? But I am saying to underscore Caro, I am calling my sysdate comma, and then I am trying to move on with the process with Let us say like I am saying dd hyphen hyphen YYYY. So what I am telling my Oracle here? I am very clearly telling my Oracle that get me the month day and then show me the month in what? Numerical form with 4-digit year. So am I not taking the date into my control for my presentation of the formats now? If my client is asking me, I want the date purely in the form of my own formats, now definitely I think we can do that. So default is this, MON. But we can ask for Roman months, select your numerical months. Now I just want to check here, we can even change the format indicators. I can say slash also according to our requirements. Your client is saying that I want the date to be displayed like this. This format indicators is your choice. Those punctuations can be taken from your side. Now he is saying that I want my date in British format. In British format, what happens with month first and day next? You can now start shifting. In whichever order you declare it, it will come in that particular way. So can I make a shift on this? In in the construct of my original state only, you can always do. You can just watch MON-TD. Once your dates are in your hands, you can make a change in the position of the process. It's according to you. Now in this construct you just want, I am saying in the place of this MONTH, month. Now if you just watch month also, once again 9 pairs will be there. September is the lengthiest month. Therefore when you are representing, in December you watch one extra pair you got. You can call the spelling of the month by calling MONTH month by yourself. Now in the overall process, you can just watch once again. I can even call this by saying TD-RM. I'm asking that give me Roman month. So you can just watch 12. Roman month will give you 4 pads. 8th month will have 4 pads. Therefore one extra pad is there here you watch. Now when you are dealing with Roman months, you can even go with lowercase. If you are going with lowercase, it gives you in lowercase only. How much programming is avoided upon all this process? So just be very specific. Whenever you are dealing with your dates, you can't underestimate dates in Oracle. It looks very simple externally, but when you put your tocar and the format indicators, it explodes. The way the end user demands, we can provide. Not only on the date directly like this, we can even go with select ename, comma. We are going with higher date. Then we are just moving down with 2_char. You are just going with whatever kind of format indicators you are expecting. By saying DD hyphen, select originally I want this in MONTH YYYY. And then I am just trying to say higher date and I am saying from EMP. So all my months in full form. Where May is the 3 character, so you can see the pads here. To eliminate these pads, we have special kind of constructs. Okay, we have very special kind of formats. Other will check. But remember, September being the lengthiest, total padding is 9 pads. Now, I just wanted to check one simple issue, man. Can't we directly go for where 2_char I'm directly moving down with higher date, comma, YYYY is equal to 1981 and I am just calling this once again and I am just trying to say this as MONTH month is equal to December. Watch carefully. Actually in the year 1981 in December we have few people recruited. But because of the pads are not provided, it says no rows. But technically, always remember there are pads here. So better, currently I will tell you, you can use trim. Even the trim is not the correct way, okay? We'll just avoid that very soon. You can just watch now. I'm not directly searching for a particular year with a particular month very easily from my criteria of the dates. So how you go for filtering of your dates is just up to you. It all depends on the way you are coming into the process and you are trying to adapt to the issue of analysis. Now let us watch carefully through the construct. If we are going with this, can't I even go with a filter to that particular month and year to a specific day also? Extend with one more and operator. So my dates become more easy for my analysis when I am going with my format indicators. Now the next indicators are time-based. I hope if you remember many times I was saying that Oracle internally maintains the time also. Until we do not request, it never gives the time. You should always remember one thing, Oracle maintains 12-hour clock, 24-hour clock also. If you declare only HH, or you are declaring, okay, you are declaring only HH or you are declaring HH12, it gives you 12-hour clock. You want 24-hour clock, you will say HH24, which follows from 0 to 23. Oracle can provide you the minutes by MI, and Oracle can provide you seconds by SS. And meridian indicator is already there. So technically, I think we can get everything from the Oracle's environment by saying you just want the current time in my server is. We are calling to underscore char. You are saying sysdate comma, give me the hours, give me the minutes, give me the seconds, including the meridian indicator. From Jewel. So you just watch here, it's 8:43:33 AM. Now I'm just changing this to PM. Okay, I just want to capture one issue, that's it. Now when I'm saying PM, you can just watch the criteria has changed to that now. Now my clock is 12-hour clock or 24-hour clock? 12-hour clock, yes or no? Now I'm just calling this by putting this with HH24. The moment I set this, you can just go 2044. So because it's PM. So Oracle can manage both the 24-hour clock mode as well as 12-hour clock mode. Be very clear onto the composition. So time is integral part of Oracle. That's what I said. Whenever you are calling sysdate, time is coming. You do not request, it will never shows you. Behind every date we register, there is a time. You just watch. I want to recollect few things what we discussed long back immediately. Ename comma higher date. Okay. Then I am saying to underscore char. We are going with higher date, comma, HH colon, MI colon, yes, and we are saying P dot, M dot, and then we are saying higher time from EMP. Watch carefully. Is it not giving 12 o'clock early in the morning? What is the point I was telling you long back about this? One very specific point I was discussing long back with you. When we supply only date, but we do not give the time, Oracle registers 12 o'clock in the midnight, we said. So means that is very clear that these all dates have been registered by the end user only as dates but not by time. That's the reason all the employees are having which time? 12 o'clock in the midnight. That's a default time taken by Oracle. You are going with this same thing. You're going with the same thing by just calling upon this as HH24. Then automatically you can see 00 hours. So, time is integral part of the Oracle's environment. Now, you are just working with the construct yes, 5 S's. This is nothing but Oracle starts counting every second in the day. A day is a collection of 86,400 seconds, starting from 0 to 86,399. Oracle will be counting the seconds internally. So you just watch carefully. When we are working, we are saying select the seconds since midnight are. We are saying to underscore char sysdate comma yes, 5 S's definitely. Okay? And then we are saying from Jewel. So from midnight, 31,630 seconds are completed till now. So it will be going on counting this. So why like this? In server integration, Oracle utilizes this value for accuracy correction. Okay? So this may not be looking too important for us, but in server manipulations, these are important for Oracle's internal architecture. So behind every date that's running, with everything that's running in the Oracle's architecture, the criteria of the time management is done up to the seconds calculated in the total day. Be very clear about that. These are all the punctuations. I hope I have been working with you. Whenever text punctuation comes, you have to use double quote. So what do you mean by this? Just for the sake of your identification, watch. Okay? My time is. We are just going with this. 2 underscore Carol state comma. Okay, now you just watch the way we are going. HH. MI. SS. So we are calling the time in the process. So 8 hours, 48 minutes, 57 seconds AM. So you can use your text punctuators very properly to the constructs. So it's your own interest I am telling you. Be very clear. See, indicators need not be showing so many combinations. When I'm just showing you because you can put your innovativeness now and you can just know how best you can write a date. It all depends on the way you start thinking. So can I mix this with other format indicators of dates? Definitely yes. And there is one very interesting factor about Oracle called as date format element suffixes are there. There are two kinds of suffixes in date format elements. One is TH, the next is SP. Whenever you are dealing with your dates, you should always remember one thing. These suffixes when you are implementing, I want you to keep that very clear. So technically, whenever you are trying to work with the process, you need to always keep it in your mind. Date format element suffixes when they are implemented, they are only for the sake of outputs. Outputs means what? Only for select statements. That's first thing you should know. You cannot use date format element suffixes on for inserts and updates. That's first. Second thing is, these date format element suffixes can never be used or should not be used for other than English language. Means whenever you use this format element, your dates are always written in what? English. Sir, why? You have almost more than 40 different languages Oracle supports in its architecture. When dates are represented, Oracle can convert your dates into those languages also, depending on the installation and configuration of your DBA. But the moment you give TH and SP, it becomes only English. Foreign language date representations cannot be done in TH and SP are used. Other than that, you can go for foreign language conversions. But what is this TH? Let us see. Just look into the construct. We are saying select. Today is. We are saying 2 underscore Carol sys date first. Okay? I am saying DDTH. Then I am trying to say MONTH YYYY. And we are saying from dual. So you can just watch 19th December. Sir, if it is first, you don't need to worry, okay? Only for your general convenience or inconveniences, I am trying to show you. Now, actually, my clock is running with first now. It automatically changes to it. You don't need to worry about it, okay? So, you will always declare what? TH only. But internally, it knows how to calculate that on the process of what now? What is exactly running to the ordinal of that particular piece of the date. So, you can just go second. So I hope you are understanding what is this format element suffixes. So what is this SP now? SP is nothing but, I just want to catch one thing. SP is nothing but which always spells the date according to the number that is returned. And you should always remember SP will work only on numbers returned by the dates. I am repeating it very clearly. SP will work only for numbers returned by the dates, not for everything. So once I used SP, you can just watch now. 19 December. It spells the number. So I just wanted to check one small issue. TDSP, this is what now? Full form of the month December. So I don't like that. I just want to say something like this. Watch. That is my constraint. Watch carefully. I'll just make it with one more word there. Watch. Day 19 of month 12 and year 2013. If you say YEAR, it gives what? 2013. If I say YYYYSP, it gives me what? Natural spelling. So I think you can just understand the way we can manage the dates in Oracle now. Now on this, I am mixing up both, let us say. What I mean? I am saying TTSPTH. Watch. Day 19th. It automatically starts with itself. Month 12. And say like I am going with this as first year. It automatically says that as day first of. Are we going for any real representations of dates in law format suits or not? There is one construct in law that whenever you are dealing with a construct of your dates, it should be fully spelled. It cannot be numerical because it can be changed. So you just watch the way Oracle manages the corresponding format indicator over there. So whenever you are dealing with the construct and composition of the process, it all depends. Now in this way you can just watch here. I am saying this is spelling of the day of. I just want to go like this. Okay, I am removing it from here. I am just keeping it here with this SPTH. Here I am trying to represent it. I am going. Day first of 12th month. So it's giving me this record now, ordinal, and then 2013. So SP and TH, I hope you are getting them. So you can just use them in combinations also. Are you catching the point now? Any number in date it can return. Sir, can I spell the time? Definitely. HHSP. Okay, MISP, SSSP. You can, but remember only numbers returned by dates will be spelled, not any number. Now, whenever we are working with full form of the month, how many pads are coming? 9 pads are coming. Yes or no? So whenever you are dealing with the construct and composition, watch carefully. We want those pads to be removed. Till now I was using what? Trim. But trim can work when either extreme right or extreme left. But let us watch one thing, okay? Just before we leave. Select e-name, comma. I am going with 2 underscore, arrow. I am saying higher date, comma. TD hyphen. I am saying MONTH hyphen YYYY. Okay? Now when you are going with this indicator, You just watch. We are having pads on the right side or on the left side?
On the right side. Right side.
On the right side or on the left side?
On the right side.
Right side. I'll kill you people, okay? So we are having in the middle, remember that. How you can say right side? If I selected right side, you will say right side. No? That's what I'm saying. Put your vision properly, okay? This is the total data. Remember that. So it is in the middle, somewhere. So your trim cannot work. That's where your interviewer will catch you and will try to keep you into trouble. Remember that, okay? The same way I ask, the same way he'll ask you, these pads are on right side or not, he will say. And you will say definitely yes sir. Then he will say remove it. Then automatically R trim will come from your brain. We will make you do mistakes in interview rooms, remember that, okay? So even if he is saying that is this pad is on right side or not, so it's not on right side. Then he will definitely stress. See, stress-based interview, when you say like, are you sure when it's right side? You said, no sir, if I consider this as a string, then it's not the right side. See, we will put you into psychological stress in the interviews. You should follow the system, you should not follow us. So here you can't use R trim or L trim or trim. So you watch what we are doing. FM, fill mode. When I say fill mode, automatically it removes. So this is the indicator we have used to remove the extra pads. Are you catching the point now? So where you apply it, there it removes it. You don't need, now the pad is anywhere beyond least bothered. But here there is one more concept I wanted to check now, okay? Now I am just going to add this by saying DAY day. Day gives how many pads?
9.
Once again 9 pads because Wednesday is the lengthiest. So you just watch, I am using my particular indicator only at the month level, yes or no? So pads are continuing here. So you want to remove those pads also. Then 1 FM is enough for the overall implementation. Where you declare from there as many pads are coming, so many pads, automatically it removes it. But in this process, remember one thing. Actually, if first May is there, it is showing what? 0, 1. We call this 0 as which 0? We call this 0 as which 0? Leading 0. When you use FM, even leading zeros are also removed. Are you catching the point now? So be very clear about this fill mode indicator. It is called as format model modifiers. We have one more modifier called as FX, format exact. FX is not for SQL developers, it is used by front-end developers of Oracle. Okay, Oracle front-ends only, forms environment. For you, it's not necessary, okay, because that is used in validation state. Therefore, you don't need. You need only FF. These are all your indicators for your dates. We said dates are not closed. We said dates are definitely what? We need to work out on the process. So we now converted since last class or select process. How we can go with what? Valid data to invalid data. Now we should understand how we can convert invalid data to valid data. So we'll just do that, but in 24 hours you have to complete everything I said. When you pick up your time, I'm least bothered. Else what happens is tomorrow to number and to date will become a problem for you because it's just reverse of the process. So be very clear about that. There are a few new batches that are starting in Naresh, almost done from 26th of December. If you are interested, you can start working on Spring, Advanced Java and Oracle. And the other batches you can see on the notice board. Okay, thank you very much.